time we take class time to do instruction and work and content and curriculum and all of that. But as you know, this program doesn't just happen on its own. We have a lot of people helping to support it. Our boosters help to support it, your families help to support it. It's really important that we have all, I want everybody paying attention. I don't want you filling out your form right now, thank you. It's really important that you understand that we have to invest some time into helping getting some financial support for this program to do all of the things that we like to do. Because as we talked about a little bit last week, Hillsborough County provides some basic things, but nothing to the extent of what we're able to do because of the additional funds that we're able to raise. And so, we talked about last week about how the Sickles Wall of Sound budget for this year is about $150,000, okay? That's not including anything that Hillsborough County does. This is our band booster budget, band and sensation budget, $150,000 that we have to raise in order to provide all the things that we do for the year. So whether it's busing to Lions Pride, or Friday night dinners, or flags, silks, all the things, we have to raise that money, okay? We talked to you about the two sources of revenue that we get throughout the year to pay for that. One is your fair share fees, right? Okay, so the $300 that Sensations get charged at the beginning of the year, that's your fair share fee. If everybody in Sensations and the rest of the Wall of Sound pays their fair share fee, that makes up half of our $150,000 budget. So my smart people in here, tell me, how could we make up the rest of that without doing any fundraising? What could we do differently? If we didn't have Mr. Rankin here and we didn't sell anything and we didn't do any fundraising, how could we meet that 150 goal if what I just told you is true? What? I could double your dues, right? If we already can make half with your fair share fees, all I would have to do is double your fair share fees and poof, we wouldn't have to do any fundraising. But Mr. Griffiths and I don't want to do that because we never want to make Banners and Sensations something that people can't participate in because it's too expensive. You'll find many programs in this state and all over the country that charge fair share fees in the thousands of dollars, and they don't have to mess around with nearly as much fundraising. But because we don't do that, we have to spend some time and some energy and some effort into fundraising. Does that make sense to everybody? Okay. We have a few fundraisers throughout the year, but this is our biggest and most successful of the year. So we're gonna spend the energy into this one because we've done this several years in a row now, and every year we do better and better and better. And you guys are a bigger group this year, which means more people, which means we have the potential of generating lots more money. In fact, Sensations are doing really well, and I'll show you on the scoreboard maybe. I'll pull it up. Sensations are doing really well, and I know only a couple of you are actually signed up with contacts in there. So, it's really important today that when Mr. Rankin is telling you what to do, that you listen, because Mr. Rankin has all the data. He is the one that analyzes all the trends, and so when he tells you, put a picture of yourself and your Sensations from one of the games, it means that when somebody pulls up your email and sees that picture, it's gonna make a difference than just either no picture or a random picture of you without your Sensations uniform on. Does that make sense to everybody? When he says, make sure you're asking these kinds of people, then I want you to really get your brain engaged. And that's why you're gonna have your phone today, so that when you don't know so-and-so's email, but you know that's gonna be a good person to wanna ask for a donation, that you can text them or text your parent to get their phone number, to get the email. It's a little bit of work now at the beginning, but the good news is that once you do this and get this going, the rest of the campaign, InstaRaise is doing it for you. It's sending out the emails and you're just watching the dollars come in. So it's front loaded. Does that make sense? Okay.